This is the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Kick back and hang with your hosts, Kayode, Louis, and Joel. Let's mark out.
Oh, man. Episode 133 coming at you, baby. It is your boy, Kayode, joined none other than by JoeStradamus himself.
What's up?
Joe, man, episode 133, man. It's a great weekend, man. It's going to be a great weekend. The boys will be in town to not only partake in Double or Nothing, but 2/3 of your boys will be at the with the House of Glory show tomorrow, Friday. It's a good card. Amazing Red still doing his thing. Amazing Red and Kevin Knight. That's gonna be a great. That's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger. Yeah. Kevin Knight might jump over the guardrail, do a sabu. He might do a sabu and jump into some crowds. Man,
be careful. Don't get injured, bro.
I know. I can't get.
We need you for Sunday, man.
I can't get injured, man. I cannot.
Stay healthy.
I cannot get injured. But listen, we are in the midst of a great sports vibe right now. The New York Knicks are playing as we speak, game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes. I got my Spurs hat on. We down 1. It's 1-1. We tied up, but we're going back to San Antonio tomorrow, and we're going to get that W. I'm sorry, we're going to get that W. So I'm trying to rep for my Spurs. But Joel, man, we got a lot to talk about because we got an interesting weekend. We got Saturday night's main event, WWE Saturday night's main event, and AEW's Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
And
big
we got a
wrestling weekend.
Big wrestling weekend. Where do you want to start, Joe? Where do you want to go with this?
I say we go in order. Let's talk about Saturday night main event.
Saturday night's main event, man.
Yeah,
so
interesting things on the card.
I gotta be real with you, man. I don't know if I paid much. I didn't remember Saturday night's main event was happening.
I feel like they forgot.
Yeah, I think they.
I don't think I saw any advertisement for it.
Yo, I think they forgot too because I don't remember even hearing much about it until the very last minute. But we got an interesting card. You know, a WWE special, which is like 4 matches or 5 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 matches, I believe.
Hey, that's pretty big for WWE.
Actually, that's a stack card compared to other things. Now I'm looking at the card, Joe. Anything that stands out to you with this card?
Man,
I'm looking at it. Street Profits and the Vision. What's your thoughts with the Street Profits now, man, and their return? What do you think we're gonna get like a Montez and Angelo breakup?
They gotta do something. They gotta do something with this team, man. They've been like a will they, won't they breakup for like 3 years at this point.
Yeah,
like they gotta do something with them. Montez seems to be a little more aggressive since his return. Dawkins seems to wants to help Seth Rollins a little more than Montez does, so maybe that will be like the cause. But I don't know, man. Like they can't just be the tag team champions again. Like we need to see maybe they get the belts and then when they lose them, they break up something. But something needs to happen with this team. They don't even have to break up because I think that's like one of those things where like. WWE, they never let teams just be teams,
right?
So even if they don't break up, I would love to just see them each have a singles run, like before their careers are over, before the WWE careers are over. Like let's get Montez in the singles division, let's get Dawkins in. Like I just want to see them have one-on-one matchups. I feel like they never got to shine on a one-on-one match. Like Montez, I remember he was in the Elimination Chamber a couple years ago and he had like a showing and we thought it was going to be like, all right, here we go. He's going to get that push and then right back into the tag team division.
Never see him again in the singles, anything. Yeah, that's true.
Like they don't need to break up. It could be a cordial, hey, I'm going to go do this real quick. I'm going to go for the IC belt. or something, and let's see. Yo, I would love to see Montez versus Penta. That sounds like a crazy matchup.
Montez and Penta.
Yeah,
Man.
or even Dawkins versus Penta. Dawkins is quietly he's been getting really good. He's in the gym. You could tell he's in the gym,
Right.
and he's always been really impressive when it comes to athleticism. So I would love to see Dawkins on a little bit of a singles push too. So yeah, I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Do you think they take the titles away from the Vision this Saturday?
You know what? I think the Vision wins just to keep the story going.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the Street Profits. I mean, I kind of wanted. I want to see a story with them. So if we're seeing the unraveling of this tag team, that'll be compelling, especially because both guys look like they're in great shape. Like you said, Dawkins looked like he's in the best shape he's probably ever been since he's been in the company.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see some story with a program with them and see how that works. But yeah, I think they're destined to be solo stars, man. The tag team thing was cute when it first came out with the cups and all that stuff. But now it's like, okay, we got it. We been there, done that, seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here's one match, Joel, that I'm very interested in is the Intercontinental Championship match, Penta and versus Ethan Page. Ethan Page doing some of the best work he's ever done in his life as a professional wrestler now that he's in WWE and on the main roster. I would love to see Ethan Page beat Penta. I would love to see that. I think Ethan holding that Intercontinental title as a heel smug heel would be perfect. I don't know. It would be perfect. Because Penta doesn't really need it, and he's kind of not done much with it. Like, I don't know, man. What's your thoughts with it?
I wouldn't mind seeing Ethan Page win the IC belt. I think you kind of hit the head on the nail real quick. Like the Penta as champion, I thought would be more. I thought he would be doing weekly bangers.
Yeah,
they did that a little bit, and then they kind of just like drifted off away from it. I guess with the call ups from NXT, they kind of take the TV time from a Penta or something like that. So like we had Ethan Page get called up and right away get thrown into the program with Penta and Rusev and Javon. So like it seems like that is your whole IC division right there.
Oh yeah,
those four guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if that title swaps between those four guys for the next couple months. Javon, Ethan, Rusev, Penta. I feel like those are going to be like your four IC champions for the next couple months. They'll just like swap the belt between them. And yeah, Ethan Page holding that title and kind of bringing a little bit of like heel prestige to it. Same way that like Gunther did a couple years back when he had the IC title. Just like hold on to it for a long time, do the whole heel tactics of like getting out of defending his title and all that stuff. I could totally see that being Ethan Page's next move. Yeah. And yeah, like you said, we got to show some love to Ethan Page because he definitely has done his best work since joining WWE and NXT. Like in AEW, and I don't like bringing the comparisons too often, but like in AEW, they had him in a tag team with Scorpio Sky and what was the guy that came out and did all the promos that was super annoying?
Oh man,
he was an MMA guy. I forgot his name. Dan something.
Dan
Lambert.
Ted Lambert.
That. Yeah. They had him doing those promos, and he was part of that team. Yes. And he like just to go from that to where he is now, he's a former NXT champion, former North American champion, and now soon to be most likely an Intercontinental champion. You could tell he definitely has hit his stride in the WWE. He fits the WWE a lot better than he fit AEW, in my opinion. But he's always been a really good worker. He's just kind of been under the radar a little bit, and now he's able to shine. And I feel like he's been, out of everybody who's been called up from NXT, he kind of just fit in perfectly. Like he fit right into a spot. And he seems to be like I feel like him, Trick, and Oba are like the top 3 that just got called up. I feel like they surpassed Ricky Saints a little bit and a Javon.
Yeah.
And Javon, unfortunately, as well. But I think Javon, what Javon needs is a little more character and like a story. Because right now we don't know anything about him besides that he likes to jump around.
And he's bouncy. So apparently, you know what
like
I'm saying?
we need a story. We need some type of get like some type of beat, which maybe potentially will be with Ethan Page because they had a pretty good story in NXT against each other.
Yeah, that's true. I'm curious to see what they do with Javon. On a side note, like I think Javon, I mean, he's hella talented. I mean, we've all seen what he could do. I just don't know if there's nothing there to keep me interested. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's in a fortunate spot, which I hope they get him out of because he's way too talented. But again, I just don't have faith in WWE and how they build stars anymore. It's just, I don't know. I think once they see that you can do one thing, they keep you in that box, and then that's it. You'll be in every type of match that requires you to jump off a cage, do a wild spot off of a ladder. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like that's literally all he's going to do. So hopefully it's more than that, but we'll see. But my money's on Ethan. If you want to take a chance, you pull that trigger with Ethan and see what he could do with it.
I see that.
Yeah. Now, Joel, listen, man. The women's tag team championship match: Brie Bella and Paige versus the Irresistible Forces. I gotta tell you right now, I hate this Brie Bella Paige matchup.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit.
Me too.
There's no chemistry. It just feels weird. It just doesn't. It feels ridiculous. I think you throw those titles back to a legit tag team like the Irresistible Forces and let them run wild and beat up people all throughout the roster, and let Paige kind of go solo, let her do her thing, and then when Nikki's healthy, she can come back with Brie. But I don't want to see this. I think this match is also going to be horrible in terms of like just work rate and all that stuff. I just think it's going to be trash, man. Basura! That's what I'm calling right now. That's what I'm calling right now.
Yeah, man. I gotta agree with you, man. I part of me wants to know what was the plan for Paige if Nikki Bella didn't get injured.
Yeah.
Because like you could tell they obviously like shoehorned her into this random tag team with Brie Bella. And now she's like doing this. And I really want to know like what they would have done with her without this weird tag team. So I do hope that Irresistible Forces are able to get the belts back so that we could see Paige on her own. I feel like Paige, while she might not be as, smooth as she once was in the ring, I think she still has like a lot to give to wrestling. I feel like she could, like, I would love to see Paige versus Rhea Ripley, Paige versus Stephanie Vaquer. Like, she has in her own back pocket, she could always use like, hey, I created the blueprint for girls like you, I was the goth girl before you became in, you could do a bunch of those matches. They have so many of those girls that fit that blueprint now, like Alexa Bliss, Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea Ripley, like I mentioned, even like JC Jane, like all these girls kind of fit that punk rock goth girl type. And that was Paige before any of those girls were ever in WWE. So you could definitely do a lot with Paige. When it comes to the Bellas, I've never been the biggest Bella fan. I'm like, whatever. I understand that they bring business. They have, they make money for the company. But when it comes to their in-ring work, oh man, there's a lot left to be desired there.
A lot left to be desired, bro.
So I hope Nia and Lash Legend get the victory here for sure.
Yeah. I think that's for me, unless there's something coming down the line, which I, again, don't have faith in WWE and its storytelling at this point. If there's something coming down the line that they have a great story to tell with those tag teams championships being on Paige and Brie, then maybe I'm interested. But if not, just give them, give them to a tag team like the Irresistible Forces.
Yeah.
We got Becky Lynch and Sol Ruka. Big spot for Sol, bro. Sol, super athletic, very likable in most cases, beautiful to look at, like marketable, like she's got it all in terms of that. But she's still a little green in terms of promo, and the promo was a lot left to be desired for me. And then that botched Soul Snatcher, which listen, the Soul Snatcher is one of the most ridiculous but cool moves I've ever seen in my life. The fact that that person is standing there waiting for the setup is ludicrous to me. It's outrageous, right? Like how no normal person watches you go from you hop on the top rope, do a inverted flip, and then grab my neck to take me down. I'm sorry. It's a ridiculous move, but it's cool. But no one in their right mind, especially on the main roster, should do the move like that and make it legitimate and beat people who are legitimate for it, like a Becky. Like I can't see a Becky. Becky is too smart and too much of a crafty veteran to take that move and be like, oh, okay, well, she caught me. No, I'm sorry. It's just not realistic. I think the match will be decent. I think Becky's going to do a lot of the carrying, as always, in most of her matches. But it's a good spot for Soul, and I think this is a spot where Soul is going to have to show out and show the back that she belongs, and that she's not just another random call up, man. So I'm going to say Becky wins. Obviously, I can't see. I wouldn't put Soul over in this. Soul doesn't need to go over, in my opinion. But what's your thoughts, Joel?
Is this match for the title?
It doesn't say for the title, bro.
Because in the promo, Becky was like, I didn't say anything about the title being on the line or something. But then I think I saw a graphic with the title on it, so I'm not even sure if they know. But
I don't know if they know either. Yeah,
we'll find out on Saturday.
Exactly.
But I think I'm gonna go with Soul here. I think Soul gets the upset. I think because I believe she lost her first two matches on the main card so far, on the main roster. She lost to Liv Morgan on her debut,
right,
and then she lost to Io Sky, which actually, funny enough, Io Sky was smart enough to move out of the way.
Exactly. Thank you, Io.
So your point is made there, Kayode. That I feel like it's one of those moves I feel like are cool, but should be like a super finisher. Like
finisher. Yeah.
Like you should bring it out like once, every couple pay-per-views or something. But that shouldn't be her week-to-week finisher, because then it's going to be every week on TV is going to start looking a little more and more ridiculous. I do think it's a really cool move, and like it's like one of those like, oh shit, it's one of those like viral moves that you would show a friend, but it doesn't work as like a week-to-week finisher. She needs like something snappier, something that she could hit out of nowhere. So like I do hope that they maybe they are telling that story with the way that Io Sky was able to like move out of it or whatever. So I hope that, but for some reason I think she gets the sneaky win. I feel like Becky Lynch has kind of been doing this type of feud where she like loses the first match and then wins the second match and then wins like at the end. So I feel like that's kind of the Becky Lynch playbook right now. But and then I feel like you could have Soul beat her, and then Becky could move up to the main championship. Liv Morgan needs some opponents.
Yeah. Maybe
get Becky as a face, or I don't know. I feel like the main women's title is kind of nobody's paying attention to it for some reason.
Yeah, no one's
whole roster. None of the people on the roster want Liv Morgan's title for some reason. Yeah, they're not. Literally, no one has called her out. Stephanie Vaquero got injured.
I was just thinking that, like, no one's called her out. No one's talking about it. Like,
nobody wants to face Liv Morgan. She's too much of a menace. She's too scary.
Yeah, man. Now that you brought up the fact that the title may not be on the line, that opens the door to this being a win for Soul.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, Soul lost 2 of her TV matches, and for her to lose another one, third straight, with a title not on the line, it doesn't make no sense. So they might have did that on purpose to protect Becky, obviously, and to also give one to give the rub to Soul. So interesting. So I probably take that back. I probably go Soul on this one now that the title's not on the line. But we'll see. Maybe they may change that between now and and Saturday.
Who knows?
We'll see, man. But any other thoughts about the Saturday night's main event before we move on to Double or Nothing?
The card is kind of weak now that we actually went through it.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
weak.
a weak card. No real stars on it.
Because the last match I have is a 6-woman tag. Rhea, you got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, Michin, and B Fab.
Yeah.
Listen, I love those ladies, but wow, this is a spot for them. Like they're always getting their asses kicked wherever on TV, whenever they're on TV. The fact that they're in a 6-woman tag with 3 of the top women in the company doesn't lead me to believe that those 3, Jade, B-Fab, and Michin, have any business beating them, unless there's some heel tactics or whatever goes on. But what's your thoughts of this match, Joe?
Man, I'm trying to find some nice words to say.
Looks pretty bleak.
I think to me that seems like a spot for maybe the what's their names? JC Jane and
Fatal Instinct.
Yeah,
Fatal Attraction, Fatal Instinct, Fatal
Influence.
Fatal Influence.
I think that's their name.
We were getting there. Yeah.
I think that's a spot for them to come and probably attack both teams or something like that.
There you go.
Because I don't know. This card is boring.
Yeah.
On paper, so they're gonna need something fun to happen. So I could see that being like the fun spot where they come and attack both teams, leave both teams laid out or something like that.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, this card is looking a little bleak. I think this is what happens when you have 3 events in 1 month.
Yeah, man.
Because they got Clash in Italy the week after. So
damn, Clash in Italy's the week after.
Yeah, not this weekend, but the weekend after. Yep. And that card is stacked because that card has Roman, Cody's on that.
Yeah, Cody's on
Brock
that card.
Might be on that. Oh, we gotta talk about Brock being back too. That was crazy.
Brock. So
I forgot about that. Right.
The hell with this Saturday night's main event card, man. Let's move on. Brock Lesnar.
Brock
Lesnar made a return.
Crazy.
I popped for it. I was shocked. Thank you, WWE, for throwing that in once in a while. Thank you for giving us something when we spend all our money watching your product. Thank you. I love the way Brock attacked your boy Oba. While Oba was doing his entrance, the silhouette of Oba, and then you see this shadow attack him. And I had Brock wasn't even on my mind. I was like, oh, maybe it's the guy who's challenging him this week. But it was Brock. And Brock is back. And I wonder if this was if this was a Homelander moment at the end of the season finale. If you
no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay,
I didn't see it yet.
Well, you'll know Homelander says some wild stuff to probably get his way. And Brock was probably said those same things to get him back into the ring. That's all. I'll leave it at that. But they probably begged him for this. The fact that it's happening at Clash, where SummerSlam is happening in Brock's hometown, leads me to believe that we'll probably get 2 more matches from Brock. Brock will definitely get Oba probably at Clash. Oba Brock 2. I like it. I'm here for it. And we'll probably get Brock and possibly Gunther for SummerSlam. And then we close that door officially on Brock. Bro, what was your thoughts? And what's your thoughts on what I just said about where Brock could be within the next 3 or 4 months or 3 months with SummerSlam, Clash in Italy, his retirement? What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, so my first initial thoughts was like, oh shit, I did not expect that.
Yeah,
I thought he legit retired. Like they got me. They worked me, and I'm happy. I like being worked. I don't mind
a good work.
That's the whole point. Yeah, that's the whole point of this wrestling thing that we love. So I'm glad they wasn't spoiled. WWE tends to tweet out the beast is in town tonight or something. Right before the show.
He's here.
I'm glad that it was straight up a surprise. did make me think though. Like I don't think Brock is retiring anytime soon. Like I think he played us all.
Oh, you think he played us?
Yeah, I think he played us all, and I don't think he's gonna even at Minnesota. What? Because when you think about it, why does he need to retire? He doesn't do much in the ring.
That's okay.
He could do what he's doing now, and he's there once every couple months. Like
True.
he could just do this forever. Like, like
take
literally,
the check. Yeah, I mean, listen,
like why? He's one of the few big stars in professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's really only a handful of guys that are needle movers, as we like to say, right? And he is one of them. He's the one person that has a name outside of professional wrestling. He has a legit name in MMA. People know who Brock Lesnar is, like, and he's just a beast of a human. Like people just know who he is just off of stature alone, right? So he could do what he's doing now until he's, as long as he wants to keep working out and stay in shape. That's the only reason I would retire if I was him. If it's like, I just want to get fat.
Yeah,
I just want to get it fat and sit my ass on the couch. That's the only reason. Because if not, he literally gets a call in once every 3 months, come through, F5 somebody, do a couple suplexes, go home, and cash a big fat check. So
big fat
why
check,
would
bro.
he retire? So I think I could see him beating Oba at Clash.
Okay.
And then I think we don't see him again until SummerSlam. And maybe that's when we see Oba versus Brock, the trilogy.
Oh, you think we might get 3?
Yeah, because if Brock beats Oba needs to be the one who wins the feud, I think, at the end of it. Just so like I could see Oba beating Brock at SummerSlam.
So no Gunther in Brock's plans.
I think that could be later. I don't think we need Gunther because if you do the Gunther Lesnar match, then people are really gonna assume that Brock is retiring.
That he's retiring. Yeah,
and I don't know if you want Brock to get retired by Gunther, because then that's a weird like heel matchup unless Brock is the baby face.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to see that either, because I think in some way that puts Gunther in such a tight box to get himself out of creatively. Like if you put him in a box where he's retired 4 or 5 legends, what more should he be doing? Like he's retired legends. Like what? Like it's such a niche thing to put him in that it would be hard to get him out, to put him in a program that people would be like behind. So I don't know. I know WWE is going to continue this whole legend killer or legend retiring or whatever, but I think that's a dangerous, slippery slope, because to try to book him in anything else credible against like a champion, like let's say Cody, why in the hell would he not be Cody? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because he just retired 4 legends, like, and Brock is one of them. Why? Yeah. It makes him unstoppable to a point where it makes the booking very tricky. So I don't know if I love the Gunther one. That's just a name that's being thrown around. I don't mind a trilogy. I mean, those guys. I mean, WrestleMania put on a 4-minute match, and it's probably one of the best matches on the card in terms of the excitement and the build. So to get them in Clash in Italy, that crowd's going to lose it in Italy, and then possibly SummerSlam for a rubber match. I'm not mad at it.
I also think like I got to give it up to WWE, because when Oba beat Brock, my first thoughts were, okay, what do you do with him now? Because the only logical thing would be Oba versus Roman, because Oba beat Brock. Who else should he have to beat, right? Yeah. So then once they started doing the Oba Open Challenge, I was like, oh man, they have no plans for him. They jumped the shark too quick. He beat Brock. Now he has nothing. So I got to give it up to them for keeping this secret. True. If this was the plan from the beginning, I'm like, oh, okay, this all makes sense now. Yeah. Brock faked the retirement. Brock is back, attacks Oba, and I think this is the best way to keep Oba busy, so he could probably lose at Clash, and then want to get his win back by SummerSlam, and that way you don't have the fans questioning why isn't Oba in the world title picture. Exactly. I think that's the thin line that creative team has to balance right now. Is if you keep Oba strong, and he's just beating jobbers every week, the fans are going to start turning on him because they want more than that. But if you keep him busy with Brock, that kind of gives you that leeway of being like, all right, he's busy with Brock. But once he's done with Brock, people are going to want to see him with that world title.
Yep.
So yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Brock Lesnar is out of retirement, people.
That was quick.
Quick retirement. Let's talk about it. The boys are going to be in town.
Woo!
On the Mark Wrestling will be in Queens. We're going to be at the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens to check out AEW's Double or Nothing this Sunday. I can't wait. I think this is my first AEW pay-per-view. No.
Snap.
Yeah, this is my first AEW pay-per-view. From what I think. Yeah.
You didn't go to Full Gear?
Full Gear.
When it was in Jersey, I think?
No, I did not go to Full Gear. No. So this is my first one, man. Very excited. The card is stacked.
Stacked.
And we just got news yesterday on Dynamite that Willow Nightingale had to relinquish the TBS championship, and she's out of the Owen tournament, which leaves a wild card opening. And some people are taking wild speculation guess. Some people saying, hey, is Mercedes back? I don't want to rush Mercedes. I kind of want that to be a big moment. But if they did bring her back, okay. But I'm not in a rush to get Mercedes back. I want these women who are on the roster right now to get their rub right now, to get their shine. Because once a Mercedes and a Tony comes back, that's about 70-80% of the spotlight that's gone now from those women. So I want to see these women do their thing. I want to see Athena. I want to see Stat. I want to see all of these women do their thing to kind of get the crowd behind them and get some movement. Now, Joel, I'm looking at the card, bro. I don't want to run through everything because we just don't have enough time for that. But I want to get the major stuff. The AEW World Title.
Woo!
MJF versus Darby. And for the first time in a long time, Joel, I am excited about a hair match. Because honestly, I don't know which way this could go. Could Darby actually beat MJF? And could MJF be like, yo, I'm down, I'll cut it for the business? Or do we get MJF getting that title back from a hell of a story being told by Darby being a fighting champ and just giving it all he got in every match, and he just couldn't get past this one? What's your thoughts on this match, man? Again, decent, entertaining storytelling surrounded by hair.
Yeah, man.
Very interesting.
No, yeah, you hit it right on the mark, man. Like, this story has been told perfectly, and the best thing about it is, like, I really have no idea who's gonna win.
No idea, man.
And if you would have told me a month ago that Darby, when Darby won the championship, I was like, oh yeah, MJF's gonna win it back at Double or Nothing, whatever. Like, that's what we all thought, I feel like. But now with this, like, it's the perfect stipulation because it gives you that little bit of doubt. Like, damn, MJF might actually shave his head. He might actually go bald. And like, they're playing with it so well, with all the bald people in the back and just him getting more and more frustrated. And like, if anyone was to do it, it feels like MJF would do it for the love of the game. Like, this guy,
love of the game.
As much as he plays a character, we all know he loves professional wrestling. And I feel like this might be one of those things that he wants to check off on his like bucket list of things to do as a professional wrestler. Like he might have somewhere, get my head shaven on some bucket list somewhere.
Yeah.
And like, it honestly is part of like what makes the goats. Like, I think about when Kurt Angle got his head shaved, and like, that was such a great, entertaining time during my childhood of watching pro wrestling, when Kurt Angle would put on the wig and the headgear, pretend that he still had hair and all that. And I could totally see MJF doing something very similar. MJF is a student of the game. I feel like he's going to study all the best and all the greats. If he does get his head shaved, oh man, we're going to be in for some of the best character work. MJF, he thrives in like those backstage vignettes. When it was when he was with Adam Cole as a tag team, and they had like all those like random outside of the arena, the vignettes outside of the arena where they would just be like in bouncy houses and like all types of random shit. It was so good, and I feel like this could be another layer of that MJF character. And also with him being so involved in Hollywood, who's to say maybe he has a role coming that he has to be bald. Maybe he's playing a role where he has to be bald, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me make a story out of this. Let me make a wrestling story out of this. And I could totally see him being that type of person.
Now, Joel, your boy just spent a bag in Turkey for that hair, bro. You mean to tell me he only got that done?
Well, how does that work? See, this is
what I don't know. I don't know.
We need like a hair person here.
That's what I was asking the same question.
If you do the turkey surgery or whatever, does the hair grow back?
Does it grow back?
Like, is it just now you got new hair? Like, does it grow?
Is it like Miracle Grow? Like, you don't like, is it like
a chia pet?
Chia pet. Yeah, that's what, like a chia pet. Like, is it? What happens to the hair if it's
I don't
cut?
know. We need a turkey expert.
But you brought up something very interesting. Does MJF shave his head for a role?
That's what I'm saying. It could be for a movie. So he could have gotten where...
There's no way he's not going to be at All In. See, I would have said that.
I mean, All In is what?
August.
All In is
it's not,
end of August.
It's not that far.
His hair he'll have a nice little buzz cut by then.
Little buzz cut? Little fade going on?
I don't know, man.
Oh man!
Or maybe he needs to go back to Turkey, and he's like, you know what? Let me shave my head now, since I got to go back to Turkey.
I got to do it over. I don't know. It's gonna be a fun match, though.
It's gonna be a good match, man, and the rest of the card is just crazy too. I'm looking forward a lot to Okada versus Takashita.
Jesus,
I think that's gonna be the match of the night right there.
We're gonna just sit in awe of wrestling. Like,
man, we gotta be there for a long ass time. This card is long.
I said to you, I'm not lying. I'm taking a nap, bro. Like, I don't take naps, but this, I want to be wide awake and aware. Like, I want to be in it. I want to be like soaking everything in. Your boy will be taking an afternoon snooze because this is gonna run till midnight.
There's 9 matches on the main card and then 3 extra matches on the 0 hour.
Tony gave us 12 matches.
12 matches altogether.
We're not getting out of there till 12:30.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But every match is a banger, man. Especially the main card. They just added Moxley versus O'Reilly.
Yeah, I saw that. And the story they told within that little bit of time.
That was good.
It was like, okay. It was all right. Now, what do you think of the Stadium Stampede match?
I'm excited for that, man. I'm excited to be in person for one of those. I feel like they might end up wrestling right next to us. You know,
that would be dope.
You're gonna see us with the on the mark gear on.
Yeah, that would be dope if they were like right next to us. Oh shit. My god, I would. But
I'm excited to see that for sure. Like, you know, they're gonna do something crazy. I think it's 10 people each. I mean,
yes, 5 each.
5 each on each side. No, 7 on each side.
Oh, 7 on each side.
Yeah, 7 on 7. That's gonna be crazy.
Damn, 7 on 7. Okay, I gotta tell you, man, I'm looking forward to the women's title match: Tekla versus Shida versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander.
Yeah, that should
be good match. It looks like it could be good. Tekla is killing it right now in the women's division. She is it. And I think everybody else in this match, they're good workers. But I mean, they're not dropping that title off of Tekla. Tekla is the AEW women's title right now. So I just think we're just going to get a decent match with this. Any thoughts on this at all?
Yeah, it seems a little random, but I feel like it's a good spot for Tekla. I think Tekla is going to look strong. She'll probably still come out with a championship. And I think everyone in that match is a former champion. So that's pretty cool. Former world champion. So it should be, like you said, it's going to be 4 good workers putting on a show. I'm definitely down for that match.
Now the FTR versus Cope and Christian for the World Tag Team titles, man.
Yeah.
That is going to be good. In an I Quit match. I think that's going to be a sleeper.
And if Cage and Cope lose, they must retire as a tag team.
Interesting.
So I think that.
Okay,
I think
so
Cage and Cope are winning.
Yeah.
I don't think they're done. I mean, if anyone was to beat them, FTR does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as AEW as a company, you would want to give those tag titles to Edge and Christian, just to have them as the history books as champions, and like they could be one of the. I think they've won. No, they've won like almost every major championship.
Yeah.
From WWE. I think they were WCW tag team champions at one point during like the weird invasion story and stuff.
Yeah.
So like you could say that they're now AEW tag team champions as well. And then with the rumors of New Day or Motor City Machine Guns coming over, that could be a great dream match down the road. Edge and Christian versus New Day.
Goodness,
let's just AEW. You have a chance to make the hottest tag team division of all time if you sign New Day, Motor City Machine Guns. Add that with the Young Bucks, FTR, Edge and Christian, Jet Speed, Hurt Syndicate, man, and they got the young people too, Private Party, Top Flight. Like they could make one of the hottest tag divisions of all time. So I'm hoping that this summer we're gonna see some like really good tag team action in AEW and make it like a focal point.
That definitely could happen. I got to bring up this match because it was a little weird. It's part of the Owen Hart's Foundation match, and it's Swerve Strickland versus Bandito. The way they worked, they're telling this story was a little strange. Like last night on Dynamite, it just kind of didn't. The crowd didn't seem to even know what was happening. They were battling as if it was a match itself. There was a chair spot that looked awkward.
That was awkward.
Who was going to hit who with the chair, and are we going to use the chair? Like it was just very strange. And the crowd was very silent. Like it was they were not picking up what was happening here. I do think the match is going to be very good. Two extremely athletic guys. Bandito's over. Swerve is Swerve. I just think there's no meat to this, obviously, because it's a tournament match, and I guess they tried last night, but it just didn't hit. Do you think this could fall short of expectations based on these two guys?
I think the match will be good, but I do think Swerve has suffered a bit from not being on TV for a couple weeks, and it kind of deflated his heel turn a little bit, because I feel like people, like, he was gone for a couple weeks, and then him returning kind of got like a babyface reaction.
Yeah,
from the crowd, because we haven't seen Swerve in a long time. So it's like, oh shit, Swerve is here. But that's the opposite reaction you want when he's supposed to be the heel right now. So I think it definitely confused the fans a little bit, and that's probably why they had that reaction of like, who are we supposed to be cheering for here? Like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, and then there's another thing happening here, which is when Tony Khan sometimes he books for himself. A little bit sometimes, and like instead of like listening to the fans or like booking for the fans in person, what he'll do is like, oh, I like Swerve versus Bandito, that's a good matchup, and then it's just like, whatever, it doesn't matter how it build, it's sporadic, the build is sporadic. If you don't watch Ring of Honor, they had
forget about it.
They had Supercard of Honor past weekend, and Swerve attacked Bandito at the end of that. But nobody saw that because nobody's watching Ring of Honor, and then they don't replay it on the TV show on Dynamite. So there's like, everybody's like just a little confused unless you're following everything that AEW puts out, which is not an easy thing to do. So I think the match will be good at the end of it, but I do want Swerve to be more of a focal point going forward. If he's going to be this big bad heel, they need to get him on TV more, doing dastardly things, attacking people. Like I want to see him like bloody up Bandito at the end of this, maybe, like just really make him a full blown heel. Like, don't be afraid because he's cool.
Right.
He could be a badass. Like, let's make him a heel.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, man, a few more matches, but listen, we're going to be in person. We're going to bring you the content. We're going to bring you all of that while we're together on the mark for the first time in history. All three of us in the same building. So it should be fun. Joel, man, any final words before we close out episode 133?
Yeah, man. If any of the fans see us in person while we're there, while these guys are in House of Glory, that might be a little more intimate. So you might be able to interact with the fans a little more.
Yeah.
But if anyone sees us, spots us at Double or Nothing, we would love to talk. We want to do some content. We want to interview some folks while we're out there. So yeah, make sure you guys keep following and watching and all that good stuff so we could keep doing this every week.
Yes, sir. Listen, man, thank you for joining us for episode 133. I'm the producer, joined by none other than JoeStradamus himself. Keep a lookout for the content because we've got some coming to you all this weekend. Until next time, peace.
You have just listened to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, a Scriptly adapted production. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at On the Mark Wrestling. And email us on onthemarkpodcast@gmail.com.